verse 9. Are you there? But even the archangel Michael, when he was disputing with the devil about the body of Moses, he did not himself dare to condemn him for slander, but said, the Lord rebuke you. Listen to this. Let me explain to you that verse. What happened is this. After some time, you know, the Lord hid the grave of Moses. He killed him and he buried him himself alone. God the Father himself alone. He buried him alone. So everybody looked all over the earth. Israelites looked, they could not find. He hid it from them. And then, look at this now. Then now, the Lord sends Michael the archangel to go and unbury the dead body of Moses, open and remove it from the grave and take it to heaven. And then when the devil finally sees the archangel digging, then he rushes there and he says, no, all the people that have died belong to me. Because in the garden, when I lied to them, deceived them, death came. So all that come down are mine. So a serious disputation occurred and a fight ensued. A serious fight between the archangel Michael and Satan, the devil. And then it struck him aside like this. And then he dug out the body of Moses and carried it and took it to heaven. And then God the Father resurrected the body of Moses in heaven. So you may wonder, if Moses now has come to the mountain of transfiguration with a glorious body now, a resurrected body, an eternal body, then how can Moses be one of the witnesses again? You might wonder that. Because a resurrected body, an eternal body, should not die again. Are you reading the Bible by the Holy Spirit? You say, how? How will he die in Jerusalem again when he already has an eternal body that never dies? That is the point. When God becomes God. And the sovereignty of God is virtually unassailable, unchallengeable. He can do what he wants when.
Man is assigned to die once. That's why they are sharing a body, the physical body, and one in the spiritual body. Unto man is assigned to die once. That's why they are sharing a body, the physical body, and one in the spiritual body.
Completed. It is. The Messiah is come and done. But this is the final redemption. This is the transition from redemption to restoration and to the kingdom. And to go to the kingdom, we have to go through this thing called the Great Tribulation on our journey to the Promised Land, which is called the Greater Exodus. When does the Exodus begin? Well, historically from Egypt, it came after the Passover. When is the Greater Exodus going to take place? After this final redemption Passover. How do we know this Passover this year is specifically the final redemption Passover and it's not just the memorial of the ancient Egypt Exodus? How do we know this is the one? It's because Elijah shows up for the cup. We've been setting the cup for him. And when suddenly the report is Elijah is in the land, then we know this is the Passover that is for the final redemption and the beginning of the greater Exodus. And we're going to be going through the Great Tribulation, ultimately the great and terrible day of the Lord. All right? So where do we find in the New Testament that it talks about Elijah showing up before the Lord in the Great Tribulation so we know about the final redemption? Well, we have this incredible prophecy, are you ready for this? Of the two witnesses. Guess what the best assessment is that one of the two witnesses is? Elijah. We believe that prophecy in Revelation 11 about the two witnesses that come. One who comes in the spirit of Moses, one who comes in the spirit of Elijah, that they will give warning. They will be doing the same thing to Moses and Aaron did with Pharaoh, warning him before the judgments hit, warning the Egyptians about the judgments of God, trying to get them to release the children of Israel so they could go to the Promised Land. So we're going to have that prophecy being fulfilled, and we will know that he's in the world before that Passover because we see these two witnesses take their position at the Temple Mount in Jerusalem prior to the Passover in question. So when we come to the Passover that is the final redemption, we already know Elijah is in the world. We already have the testimony. We already see them operating up on the Temple Mount, announcing judgments, that are impending judgments to come upon the anti-Messiah and upon this world that are turning against the Lord.
Jerusalém, eu te amo, eu te adoro, te quero bem, dou minha vida por você, Jerusalém.
Sideways
De lado,
as they were holding.
enquanto estavam a pegar.
And so, if you saw the way they were walking,
Se você ver de maneira que eles estavam.
Daniel sees, Daniel vê the two resurrections as if they're happening.
As duas ressurreições.
Obrigado, meu pai, pela presença aqui no Brasil.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you. And so today I want to continue.
E hoje eu quero continuar.
We remember too well
E nós lembramos muito bem
that we shared
que nós partilhamos
yesterday
ontem
on how the Lord walked with Israel
em como o Senhor andou com Israel
until they entered
até que eles entraram.
the disobedience of men.
E lembre-se que aquela marcha do Senhor com Adão e Eva foi interrompida pela desobediência do homem.
But the Lord came back